Hey guys, today I'm doing a full face of LA Girl. I've never tried LA Cosmetics. I think I just used my sister's concealer once. So I made a few mistakes with the colors that I chose, but I have some white so I can whiten my concealer and you'll see. That's what I always say. That's the fun of makeup. You can almost always make products work if you learn how to tweak them and just make them work for your face. So anyways, my face is irritated. I'm not sure what mask I did that irritated my skin, and it's probably because I did way too many masks and my skin never gets irritated. It's very sensitive, but it doesn't get irritated. But I tried something that irritated my skin, and that's why you can see like the redness. I had some flakies, so the foundation might not look as great, but we're gonna get started and see how this goes, okay? I'm gonna start with the Sarah Good from Holika Holika, and this is a ceramide mist. Ceramide mist? Yeah. Ceramides are amazing to repair your skin barrier. If you ever have trouble with dry skin, use ceramides, and Sika is also amazing for dried out skin. So we already started with that. I already had a little bit of moisturizer, so I'm gonna go in with the LA Girl Pro Prep HD something, HD High Definition Smoothing Face Primer. So hopefully this will smooth. Ooh, this is, you can tell it's like a silicone, a silicone product. Yeah, I mean, I haven't read the ingredients, but I can tell that it has silicones. So if you're not into silicones, this might not be the best for you. But this actually feels very, I wouldn't say soothing, but it feels so soft on the skin that I think it might be a good base now that my skin is irritated. Let me move you guys a little bit. I'm never like on the center of the camera for some reason. It's just like, I don't know why. But anyways, this feels good. I'm gonna be doing like kind of like an in-depth review just so that I can really see which products work and what is worth investing your money in, even though it's a very cheap brand. A full face ends up costing you like $200, at least here in Mexico. So I don't want to just like end up with bad makeup that I'm not gonna use. I always say that. I'm gonna go in with the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD High Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundation. So this is perfect. This is longwear and illuminating, which I'm always looking for illuminating. So this is the shade. And the shade for this is Natural. GLM 644 Natural. And I like going for medium, light to medium skin tones, and usually in a neutral, because I find that some of the warm tones are a little bit too yellow for me. And as you can tell, this is still a little bit too yellow for me, and it's the shade Natural, which should be shouldn't be like crazy orange or yellow. And I'm gonna be honest, you guys, makeup is not feeling so good on my skin right now, so I'm definitely gonna wash my face when I'm done with this. And yesterday, for example, I didn't add any retinol, I didn't add any acids. I just focused on repairing my skin. I have a lot of barrier repair products. As you can see, I have a video in my channel about how to repair your skin barrier. So right now I'm just focusing on repairing my skin barrier, and it will probably take like 1 or 2 days for it to repair, and then I can just like continue with my regular skincare, which is never the same. It's always changing, but at least I won't irritate my skin again. But as you can tell, the foundation is looking great. Like, wow, I am amazed at this foundation. Like, seriously, I was not expecting this. It just, like, did you see how fast I was able to spread it and just like get like almost a perfect look? I think I'm gonna love this, you guys. And I know LA Girl is very popular for a lot of people. Like, a lot of people love it. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this peachy tone. It's the Pro Concealer HD in the shade Light Ivory. And let me see if this will work to cover up a little bit of the dark circles. If you want to cover up a little bit of dark circles, always go with like a reddish, like a little bit of peachy or pinky undertone. That will most likely get rid of your redness, but you have to apply that obviously under concealer. So let's see. I know these little things are super popular, and I know that a lot of people just use this as a foundation. I don't know how drying it is to use as a foundation for my taste, so I'm not gonna use this as a foundation because I already have my foundation on. But under my eyes, it's also looking pretty good. Like, you guys can tell from up close, it's looking pretty good. And I honestly don't even think I would need concealer, but I'm gonna make some concealer. Oh, this is a highlighter, which is way too golden for me. I'm not into golden highlighters, like not super strong. I feel like they look better on darker skin tones. So I'm gonna go in with the concealer in the shade light tan, which is a little too dark for me, but like thankfully I bought this white concealer, which is just a corrector, and I'm assuming people use it to like lighten up certain products or give some light. Let me see, I'm gonna mix it up and see if this is a good color. I still think it's a little dark, so I'm gonna add a little bit more of the white one. And don't be scared of playing with your makeup, you guys. That's the fun of it. And like, I don't know, I feel like you can create almost a perfect canvas if you there we go, that looks better. If you learn how to play with any kind of makeup, and like, let's say your foundation is too dry, then you add a little bit of drops of oil. I'm gonna add a little bit more white just to like brighten up this area. If it's too dry, you add a little bit of oil and it will make it look a little bit more glowy. If it's too glowy, then obviously adding a very loose setting powder on the areas where you don't want to glow too much. But there's always a fix with makeup. Like, if you get to work with makeup, you will be able to pretty much use any product, even if it's too dark or if it's just not the best fit for you. Playing with it, you know, having a few products that can fix certain shades or certain finishes that you're not into. Definitely play with your makeup, your everything. Just, you will probably most likely make everything work, unless the product is just crap. But if it's just a matter of shade or texture, you can definitely fix the texture and the shade. So far, let me see. So far, I feel like my face is looking great. I really like hit it on the color of the concealer, which is not very brightening, but I think we'll get, like, once we bronze up the skin, it will look a little brighter. And I can even add a tiny bit of this. Oh, the white one. Oopsie. You guys, I'm always such a mess when I'm filming, but that's the reality. That's what happens when I'm also not filming. But filming, what the hell was that line? Filming, it's just a little harder to get your makeup done on the screen, because I try not to use the mirror too much so I don't cover you guys and you can see what I'm doing. But see, like, just adding that white to the center of my face has already made it look a little bit brighter, because I still feel like the foundation was a little bit too dark. But see, now it just looks perfect. Like, it looks the perfect shade. I like it. And I might even use a little bit under my eyes to brighten up the eye area, even though I never brighten up the eye area a lot, because I don't like that huge difference between the rest of your face and the bright areas on your face. So I'm just adding a tiny bit of white. This is like a pure white, but see, like, now it looks a little bit more more illuminated, and there's no shimmer in this, so that's perfect because I'm gonna add shimmer at the end, like highlighter. So I'll show you guys up close. My skin is not doing well, but it's not the product's fault. It's actually just my skin. But I feel like this looks great, and it will look great on any kind of skin, like oily, dry skin, like pretty much anything. It's a very friendly foundation, and this is a HD high definition longwear illuminating foundation. I made sure that it was the illuminating one because I don't like to go with very dry foundations. I know they last longer, but I usually don't go to events that I need the product to last such a long time. And I don't mind when there's a little bit of like when the makeup is not looking so perfect. I rather do that than add a bunch of product. I'm gonna go in with the LA Girl. All these products, I opened them today, so I haven't tried anything. This is the LA Girl Back to the Beach bronzer, and this is a shade probably Back to the Beach, but it says GBL413. So if you're like light to medium skin tone, I don't know how pigmented this is, so I don't know how much I should grab, but let's see. It is pigmented, so I'm gonna tap it off a little bit, put it on the back of my hand, and let's get started. Always doing like very, very light, very, very light touches with your bronzer, and not doing like that stripe that will just make it look super fake and like it divides your face too much. You know, if you want to brighten this area, you can do it with concealer, but don't, like, sometimes afterwards when I'm like already mixing everything, I do go like this. But see, like when you apply it in little pats like this, it will just create like a more of a flawless look. And I'm really liking the shade of this bronzer, you guys. It is perfect because it's between contouring and bronzing. So I don't feel like I need to contour my face with this bronzer. I just feel like this looks incredible. And I always add some more here because I like to take my eye look all the way up here. So I wanted to blend with this area. And I think it's looking great, to be honest. I'm gonna see if I can kind of do my nose, but the thing is, like, doing my nose with products that I'm not used to is sometimes very hard. Here's my mirror, which is always dirty. You guys, this mirror stopped working for like the third time. Like, you know how it's supposed to have a light? It doesn't work anymore, but I'm not upset because I paid so little for it that I'm like, okay, but at least I have a mirror, and it's a good quality mirror. And always go as close as you can with the lines. Always go as close as you can. See here, it's like removing a little bit of the makeup, and that's probably just because my skin is flaky, but it is working as a contour for the nose. So I am loving this product. Like, I'm really liking it. For my eyes, which I never do, I'm gonna try to add a little bit of this, because you know I always go with a warmer tone, but I'm gonna add a little bit of this and just spread it out with my finger, just because since I never do it, I want to see how this eyeshadows perform, and see what goes on if I actually prime my eyes. And then if I feel like it makes a difference, which I'm sure it does, because I've seen people use them and use like setting products for their eyes, and I know they can work really well. But I'm gonna set my eyes. Oh, I forgot the highlighter. Let's do the highlighter first. This is the Sunkissed Glow. It's a highlighter. Let's see what it looks like swatched. It looks a little bit pinky. I hope it's not too goldy. And it's not. You guys can barely see it, but let me add up more. And these things will last you forever. See, it's not golden at all. It's just like barely golden. Like, it's the perfect shade for me. Oh, but I haven't added blush. What the hell? I'm like all over the place, you guys. all over the place. I got these two blushes and it's for cheeks and lips. This is the shade Grace and Rosebud. And I hope I don't take forever to open this and get you guys bored. But I'm gonna have to break this because otherwise I'm gonna take forever. Goes on the floor. And then this one. I like to mix blushes just to give it some dimension. You don't need to use more than one blush, but if you try using more than one blush, you will probably be very happy with it because it does make a difference. Like, it gives dimension to the face, and depending on which color you use or on a certain part of your face will give you that look that you're going for. So see, they're very different. One is very warm and this one's a lot more cooler. So I'm gonna add the cool one here and the warm one over here. Let's see how pigmented this is. And ooh, this is pigmented. So I'm gonna have to go on my hand, like look at that. On my hand a lot. And then just start tapping it in. See, it's just like, it's all a matter of how you apply your makeup. It's not the makeup's fault most of the time, even though I said some products just suck. I'm gonna add a little bit to my forehead, but this so far looks like a perfect blush. I'm getting a face, you guys, that is like, feels like high-end. I'm not kidding, like this feels like high-end makeup. I know the packaging is not the cutest at all, but I mean, these two products, like, you get so much out of these two products. And if you just buy those two, you'll have the perfect canvas for your face, because it's like, they're the perfect shades for people who are my tone, my skin tone, and a little bit darker. So now I'm going with the pinkier one. Up in my eyes a little bit, up in my eyes a little bit on the nose, and then just make sure that you really blend it. Go a little bit higher here. See, now it looks like I'm really blushed, but that's okay, because once I do the eyes, it's not gonna be so exaggerated. So let's go on with the magical highlighter, which I'm loving. I hope it looks good on the skin, but I feel like I'm gonna have to grab a lot of product to get the look that I'm going for. This is a very fluffy brush. I recommend that you always use like a very light fluffy brush. It looks a little bit goldy on camera. Let me see what it looks like in person. No, it's perfect. This is like between goldy and a little bit pinkish and a little bit of a silver highlight. So I think it's great. It's not looking bad at all. I am liking this, you guys. I'm liking this. I always show you guys this side because this is where I have the better lighting. Because if I show you guys this side, you can't really tell because of the lighting. Even though I have a light right here, I don't know what happens. You can't really tell. So I'm gonna add a little bit more to my Cupid's bow. Yeah, a little bit. I'm a little exaggerated with highlighter sometimes, and I know it's not like something that a lot of people are into, but I am. So I'm gonna pat a little bit on the blush with whatever's left over in this little sponge, which I don't think is a lot actually, because it's not making a difference. Let's see. Okay, I think it's looking good, but I'm still gonna add more highlighter to my cheeks. And I know that's not like the common thing to do, to add highlighter to your actual cheekbone, not your cheekbones, to like your cheeks. But I do wanna go with like a super radiant cheek look. I wanna go with a super radiant cheek look. See, so everything is looking healthy. And once I powder it, it will get rid of like the unnecessary light wherever you don't want it. Like, I'm gonna add a tiny bit of the foundation to the back of my hand so that I can use the beauty blender to like tap some areas where I feel like I added too much blush. I'm gonna bring my blush up a little bit with this, so it's not too low. And this is the magic of makeup, you guys. You can always make it work. Always, 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 always. And I have been surprised. I told you guys I wasn't really into drugstore makeup because I didn't feel like it would perform well. And also because I'm kind of a packaging snob. Like, I love beautiful packaging. And I mean, drugstore doesn't always have the best packaging, but if the product works perfectly fine, then I'm all in, you know? I'm gonna do my nose. This is a little bit of a big brush, so I'm gonna have to like squish it so that I don't get like a fat highlight on my nose. I'm gonna squish it and see, it is giving me a bit of a highlight. This highlighter is not super intense, but you can really build it up. A little bit of on the tip of my nose. You guys, I always make a mess. Lately, it wasn't like this before, but lately I am making a mess with my makeup and it's not fun. It's like I'm dropping it everywhere. I'm still gonna add a little bit more highlighter to my brow bone. I like going like this, like adding highlighter here as well in a C formation, as I always say. And I'll do that to the other side as well, in a C formation. And I think we're ready for the eyes. I'm gonna prep my lips first because I always remove the foundation and add a lip prep. And this is the Labello. It's such a classic, but it's so good because you don't need to pay any attention as to how you're putting it on. And you put your lipstick on in the morning, right? Then you go out and then it's like, oh, you have to add more lipstick. And instead of just adding the lipstick again, that is like a complicated lipstick, I'll just add a little bit of this and I have color for the rest of the night because like I can keep reapplying it without even needing a mirror or anything. So Labello is a winner, you guys. If you've never tried Labello, get the cherry color because there's a strawberry one. The cherry color is my favorite, but I'm sure they've come out with different shades. I got like a nudie, peachy one that I didn't like at all. And now I'm worried about the eyebrows, you guys. I do my eyebrows before I do my eye look. And that's because I like to frame my eyes so that I can work around that. But it's one of those pencil. Oh, look at my hands. It's one of those pencil. Oh, see, it's like a little crusty, It's one of those pencils. This one's supposed to be feather light, so I guess it's one of those that are supposed to give you some what is it called? Like as if you had more hair, some volume. Okay, but so far for the beginning of my brow, I hope you guys can see it. Let me get closer to you. For the beginning of my brow, it's looking pretty good. And for the rest of the brow, it's looking pretty good. I'm just lazy and I hate having to sharpen my eyebrow pencils. And because I feel like you're never gonna get the thinnest tip as if you were using like the Anastasia or the brow wiz from Benefit Cosmetics. Like, I just feel like it won't give you that same hair-like strokes, those same hair-like strokes, but this is working pretty well. If you're into pencil ones and you don't mind sharpening them, and for some reason you like pencil ones more, because there's people who love pencil ones, I'm sure, that's why they keep making them. Okay, the brow's not looking bad. Is it my favorite brow? No, but that's also because when you're new with a product, like, you don't do your best job, you know? So, definitely, like, you need practice with certain products for them to look amazing, but you can make even something like this. If you're not into this kind of pencils, you can make it work. For sure, for sure, for sure. I usually never add a lot up there, but it's just like I felt like I needed to, and a little bit right here. Yeah, the thing is, up close, it looks really cute, but when I look at myself in the camera, it doesn't look as cute anymore. This one is kind of like my complicated brow because I have like a little bit of a lack of hair right there. So I have to do like the tiny little strokes just to make it seem like there's hair over there. It's not looking so bad. Ooh. Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna go like this a little bit instead of just trying to add the hair strokes. Damn, they look different, like very different. Let me know if you guys have tried LA Girl because I'm really curious if this brand is still in, if people still buy from LA Girl. I know their concealers are like magical and they've been on the market forever and people love them. So I've found that they have really great products from doing this video, like a lot of good products. And yeah, I am not disappointed in buying this makeup at all because I know that if I'm not gonna use it because I have too much, I can give it away, and whoever I give it away to is gonna enjoy it, you know? Because I'm not gonna give away crappy makeup. If it's crappy, I'll just like maybe donate it. Otherwise, I'll give it to the girls who work at my house and like they're super happy because they can't use my foundations because they're too light for them. But if they just buy a darker concealer, they can, I'm using the Grwm thingy just because I couldn't find one from LA Girl. If they just buy a darker concealer, they'll be able to use all of my foundations, all of my concealers, and I just gave them like a super colorful, ginormous palette that I was like, I am not gonna wear this. I don't know why I bought it. I never tried it. So I gave it to her, one of the girls, and she was so happy because she loves colorful makeup. So I was happy too. Now, onto the eyes. We are trying the LA Pro Master eyeshadow palette. And this one was the one that called my name the most. It's one of the biggest ones, or the biggest one, I'm not sure. Oh, this has a little paper. ASMR. Ooh, weird ASMR. Okay, the shades are in the back, but I don't know if I'm gonna be saying every shade because you guys might get bored and this might get too long. I feel like most people just get an idea from watching videos of what they want to do with their eyes, but they don't really actually follow the whole look. So I'm gonna start with this one, which is like, let me see what it looks like on the eyes. Yeah, this is like a good transition shade. And with this, I'm setting the primer that I added to my eyes. So it is a good transition shade. It looks a little bit more yellow on the pan. So I'm glad it's not as yellow on my skin. I don't think I wear yellow well. The thing is I don't really even try to wear yellow. Now I'm gonna go in safe, you guys, for now with this brownie shade and give my eye a little bit more depth. Which brands do you guys recommend that I buy? I feel like all the high-end brands, not all the high-end brands, but I've tried to buy almost every high-end brand. I'm literally going broke. And I've tried to buy every high-end brand, but I'm waiting a little bit. I'm trying to use my full faces of other kind of makeup and just wait until I have a little bit more followers so that I don't waste like $500 in one brand and then it's just like 1,000 people watching it, you know, like, it just pains me. And I know this might sound like cocky or something, but like, it's just a matter of like, not wanting to I'm not wasting it on you guys, like the 1,000 followers that I have. It's just like, I just wish they would get more views because I did spend more money on those. So, I bought 3 Mexican brands just recently and they just arrived yesterday and today. And the cool thing about those 3 Mexican brands is that one of them is clean. It's called Air Paris. It's a clean brand. and it's kind of like a luxury brand, but not like crazy expensive. And I bought also Yuya makeup, who's a huge Mexican YouTuber, and I also bought a How, which also sells in the US. So the three brands that I'm showing you guys do sell in the US, which that's what I wanted, because I showed you guys a video of a brand that doesn't sell in the US, and that's kind of pointless for whoever is watching me. I feel like most of the people watching me are in the US. I have no idea how to check that, how to check where the viewers are coming from, but I mean, my channel is in English, so I'm assuming it's people who speak English, so they might live like in the UK, and I know the UK gets a lot of American makeup too. So yeah, and I mean, I'm not gonna show you more Mexican brands that you can't really find at all in what was I saying? That you can't, sorry, I got a call and I take an important call, but I can't answer right now. So there's no point in me showing you a Mexican brand that you're not gonna be able to get, because then you'll be like, oh, that's a cute brand, but like, where do I get it? And you're, even if the brands that I checked, like Air Perez sells at Revolve, so you don't have to pay that crazy shipping, and I'm sure it also sells in other stores. And a How, I think, might sell at Sephora now, or it ships to the US, but like I tried to make sure that the shipping wouldn't be crazy for you guys, because then what's the point of buying like a cute makeup look that's gonna be expensive as hell, you know? So far the look is looking very natural, like, because these are all kind of natural shades. Well, natural, what is natural? But I'm gonna add a little bit more of this purpley shade. Well, not more, I'm gonna try this purpley shade and add it to my outer corners to darken them up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think it's working fine. This eyeshadow palette is working flawlessly. Like, it's working perfectly fine. There's a little bit of fallout, but just tapping your brush is enough. Like, as you can tell, I don't have any fallout under my eyes. Watch me just ruin my makeup and have a bunch of fallout with the next shade. But right now, I don't have any fallout just by tapping the brush a little bit, and that's great because I like to do my foundation first always, and I don't feel comfortable doing my eyes at the end. I don't know why. I know a lot of people do it, but I don't know why I don't feel comfortable doing my eyes at the end. And see, like, you could have left it like that, but I like to pull it out a little bit too much. A little bit too much. But I'm gonna pull it on the other side. And this is just the kind of look that is not for everyone. Not everyone likes their eyeshadow to like go all the way out. But to me, it looks good. And then you just kind of blend it. And see, it looks like natural, but it just elongates your eyes a little bit. I don't know, it's a look that I like. So I'm gonna swatch the sparkly shades so I can decide which one I'm gonna add to my final step or look or whatever. Well, oh, my hand is dirty, so let me see. I'll go like this. This is one of them. Whoa, another one. Oh my god, these eyeshadows are insane. Whew. I'm gonna clean my fingers and do the two other ones. These eyeshadows are, whew, I almost dropped it, are insane, insanely pigmented. They are gorgeous. Like, I freaking love this. Look at how beautiful they are. They're gorgeous. I love them. Oh my god, I wanna add like all of them. Okay, so let's see what I'm gonna do with these eyeshadows. I'm gonna add a little bit of the pinky one because I love pinky glittery eyeshadows. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the pinky one to the center of the lid. I hope you guys can see. Center of the lid, that's where I'm concentrating the pink shade. And I just feel like it gives it such a fairy-like, beautiful look to the eye. It looks a lot better in person, you guys. It's just like freaking cameras are like driving me nuts. I need to get my good lighting, because then you guys will be like much more able to appreciate what the look actually looks like. See, like if you see it like with my eyes closed, you can see that beautiful shade of pink right there. And then I'm gonna add a darker shade. Well, I'm gonna add the pink one to the other side first so that I don't darken up the brush. So I'm adding the pink one in the center because that's where I want it to have some more light, and going up a little bit, not all the way up, but just like in the center like this. And then I'm gonna add a darker one like this one. It's like an aubergine color. It's called Dapper. So I'm gonna add that to the outer corners of my eyes. I hope I don't ruin this. Let me see. I'm gonna start with this other eye. It doesn't look as pigmented when I grab it with a brush. I mean, that's normal, but let me see. I'm grabbing a little bit more. Is it deepening it or is it not? I don't feel like it's deepening up the color a lot. I feel like it's just adding like a little bit of a darker shade than the one I used in the middle, but I don't mind it. I think it looks cute. So let's go on with the other eye. A little bit more. You guys, I hope you don't get bored watching me do this without cutting the videos. I like watching this kind of videos, but I'm doing content for you guys, not for me. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the pink to my lower lid. Yeah, I'm doing this content so that you guys like it. It's not, I'm just making content that I would like to watch. So, oh, what's that spot? I'm making content that I would like to watch and that I think some people might like. My content will not be for everyone because not everyone likes super long videos of just like not cutting out the ugly parts or whatever. I'm adding a little bit of this to the brow bone. And if you guys are like, see, the thing is like, I'm barely getting any comments right now. But as I grow, if you guys tell me like, oh, you should do this and that, I mean, obviously I can't listen to everyone, but if I find a good idea, I will definitely listen to you guys and try to make my videos better and for more people to watch them. And yeah, I just want to please you guys because the content is for you, and that's it. Yeah, for my inner corner, I'm not sure if I should. I think I'm gonna use the highlighter for my inner corner because all the other shades are a little too dark. Let me see if it works. Otherwise, I will go with a darkened inner corner and see how that looks. Okay, I wish I had a little bit of more payoff, so I'm gonna add more. This is actually having some fallout because I didn't tap the brush. I just wanted it to be very concentrated. And kind of bring it up and maybe do a little line here, you know, like a little line up here with the highlighter, and I think that looks great. Okay, so let's do the other eye. Okay, looking cute. And then we're gonna do a little line over here. So it's like, you're like making out something a little bit different, you know, like there's light right there, and it's just like a ton of different shades. So I'm gonna add some of this. Let me see if this is super dark, but I want to keep playing with it and add more stuff, so I'm gonna go in with that super dark. These ones are a little like flaky, so you need to be careful with these. I'm gonna add some to my lower lids so that I can have some extra glitter on my lower lids. Yeah, I like it. Most of the times when I end up adding way too much makeup and start playing with it, I ruin my makeup looks. But I feel like I want to add something. I'm gonna add this magenta one and ruin my highlighter on my inner corner and see how this magenta looks like on the inner corner. It's cute. Which one was it? Oh, this. This is this. I just have to like clean this area a little bit. But the magenta is not looking too dark, so I don't think it's like ruining the highlighter area. I just feel like it's blending in really well with the rest of the eye look. And so far I'm liking it. I'm gonna use a fluffy brush just to like make sure there are no harsh lines. And even go like this over here. So like I don't really have to clean it up like that because I'm using a different technique where I'm just like dragging it on to my area over here. So I don't feel like I need to clean it up. There we go. Okay, so far I'm liking the face. For my lips, I'm gonna add, I think, a mix of the two blushes, you know? Let's see, a little bit of a tiny bit of the peachy one and the pink one, a tiny bit of the peachy one, and let's see what we can get. I don't want my eyes to be like, my lips to be like crazy pigmented because my eyeshadow it's already like a little wild, but let's see. Is that a cute color? Yeah, I think so. Oh, I got a lip liner and I forgot to use it, so I might just try to outline my lips a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm sorry about this taking forever, but I do feel like it made a difference. I do feel like it looks cuter. So right now I'm gonna add a little bit of powder. Oh, I'll wait for this to dry a little bit and add some gloss. I'm adding a little bit of this HD Pro Face HD High Definition Matte Pressed Powder, which I don't like that it's matte because I'm not adding it to my whole face. So with the same brush that I used to highlight, I'm gonna clean it up. And just, it has this little sponge, which I rarely ever use, but it has a little mirror, so I'll use the mirror. How do I open this again? It was so easy the first time. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna, I think it might be even better if I just look in the camera, because, yeah, if you look up close, it looks different. See, just like on my T-zone, obviously down here, because I got very like greasy right there. I wouldn't say my face is greasy, but it does create some grease, some like a little bit of grease throughout the day. And I used to hate setting powder, but they've made such good setting powders that I don't feel like they look cakey. I didn't like them before because I thought they all looked cakey on me. And technology has advanced so much in the beauty industry that they're making really beautiful powders. I just got the Charlotte Tilbury new powder. I think it's the new one, I'm not sure. I already had one. It's the Lunar Year or something like that. And I'm really excited to try it because my favorite one is at the moment, or one of my favorite one is the Kosas, which I know it's like a lot of people's favorite one. And yep, looks pretty cute. So that's the face. And let's not forget the lip gloss and the eyes. Okay, let's curl one. Have you guys noticed that one eyelash side always curls different to the other one? Or is it just me? Because my eyelashes are just wonky and crazy. There we go. It seems like I'm squishing them a lot, but I'm not. I'm just making exaggerated faces. I always make exaggerated faces for some reason. This is the LA Girl Plush Lash Voluminous Lifted Mascara. And I hope this doesn't disappoint me, because nothing from this line has disappointed me so far. The spoolie is not too big, which I appreciate, because I hate it when the spoolies are huge and they just make chunks and chunks on your lashes. I hate that. So this is looking good. It's gripping onto the lashes. I feel like I'm very far from you guys. It's gripping onto the lashes very nicely, and that's one coat. And I feel like it didn't become clumpy. I always add a little bit of what's on the tip to like tight line my eyes with the mascara instead of adding a black eyeliner, because this will not smudge like the black eyeliner, and you're just like skipping one step. See, this is 2 coats, and I feel like I'm just gonna go in with 2 coats. I don't think I need more. A little bit more. Let's see how chunky it gets if you add a lot. Like, that's why I'm doing it, because naturally I would never wear this much mascara on like a day-to-day basis. But see, like the shadows are looking pretty cute. Like, I mean, the lashes are looking pretty cute. So let's go on the other side. There's one side that's always harder than the other one. Am I right? Or is it just me? No, I'm sure it's not just me. I'm not that special. I'm sure people have more trouble doing their makeup on one side than the other side, just because of the angle of the hand. If you're a lefty or use your right hand, if your face is a little asymmetrical, then, which all of us have asymmetrical faces, but like, yeah, there's always one side that's harder to do. But this is 3 coats or 2 coats, I'm not sure. It's not looking chunky. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Ooh, I love that, I think. As I've said, makeup always looks better in person unless you have great lighting. So now I'm just gonna add gloss. This is a cute gloss. It's very sparkly. I like them a little bit thick. This is a holographic topper. So it's a topper gloss, but look how cute it looks. My hands, of course, as always. So this is the final look. What do you guys think? I think LA Girl did great things for my face, and I'm really excited about it because this means I'm gonna be able to use this makeup a lot more because I really liked it. There was not one product that I was like, I hate this. Not one. I did a Fenty video yesterday and there was a lot of products that I didn't like, and today I loved all the products. Like, if I go with like that with my hair and I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna go out and look cute, like I feel like I achieved that look with a very cheap brand, and that's a good thing. So anyways, thank you guys for being here. I cannot thank you enough for being here, especially if you subscribe to my channel, like, comment. That means the world to me because I am spending all of my money on this YouTube channel thing, and I just hope it like lifts up. We created like a super cute community of like-minded people who are like spiritual and like to talk about other things other than beauty and makeup, but they also love beauty and makeup, and not just for the looks or like looking snatched all the time, but more because makeup and skincare are like therapy to me, and I'm sure if you try it, it will be like therapy to you as well. If you think you suck at makeup, keep trying. You will get good for sure. I can assure you that. And makeup is just like a way of expressing yourself and making yourself look cute. Even though I'm gonna wash my face as soon as I'm done with this, I don't know. I just think it's such a fun thing to do. And watching your face get like transformed and look different and all of that, like I think it's super fun. So I hope you guys subscribe. There will be so much content coming. As you can see, I just started my YouTube channel like 2 months ago, and I already have like over 40 videos, so I'm uploading like almost every day, so you guys will not feel lonely, and every day you can be like, oh, I'm gonna check out Your Skin Girl's channel, and I'm pretty sure you'll find something to entertain yourself, which is what I love. I love it when YouTubers upload often because then it's like it creates a bond and you feel like you're like hanging out with them so often that it's just like a stronger bond, you know? So anyways, thank you guys. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.